sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil18 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts official Captain GINYU. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So as you can see here, we do of course get the basic style box when it comes to the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball line. So we do get the window right there on the front of the box, and on the window might does say SH Figuarts and GINYU, and then on the bottom we do get the Tamashii Nation's quality sticker. On the right side we do get a very nice image of the figure. Then we do get the warning blah 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 Dragon Ball Z, Tamashii Nations, and Bandai. And then here is the bottom of the box. We do get a black and white image of Captain GINYU. Same thing on the top of the box. There's the one side, the continuation of the window. There's the other side with more black and white images of the figure. Then the back does show some pretty cool Captain GINYU like poses you can get him into, along with some of the accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure, but take a closer look at the goofy leader of the GINYU Force. Ready and change! Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look at the captain of the badass GINYU Force here, and Tamashii Nations did a fantastic job with the captain here. Really nice job from head to toe on the figure there, man. One thing I do wish on the skin tone, if there is shading, it's barely noticeable, so I do wish they added some shading on the skin tone. And another thing which they seem to just not want to do anymore is put the darker paint and the sculpted lines on the armor. I don't know why they don't do that, because it's definitely on there in the anime, but besides that, the paint and sculpt detail turned out excellent on the figure. The horns look great. They are a glossy plastic, or they might be painted. I think they're a separate piece and they're a glossy black plastic. They are sharp too, so be careful of that. We do get his veiny head. Kind of looks like a ball sack, which I always thought his head looked like a ball sack. I bet that's what Toriyama based his head off of. But the face sculpt looks great. We do get that a-hole-ish smirk that he does have there, but really nice job on the face sculpt there, and the paint's nice and clean as well. The ears look good, and I like the sculpted wrinkles around the horns. That looks really cool, man. And the scouter looks great too, which you can remove it, but he's just gonna have a peg on the face there, so it will look a bit odd. And then there's the back of the head, and then the neck looks really good too. We get, is there veins in there? I don't think there is veins. It kind of looks like it. It's just extremely muscular, you know what I mean? So they did a nice job with that. And the skin tones seem to match from the head, neck, upper torso, arms, and legs and stuff. Upper torso looks pretty good, and the lower torso with the armor. Very clean paintwork wherever there is paint. The GINYU Force symbol looks great in the back there. Nice job once again on the armor. Arms look really good too. Very nice sculpt work on the muscle definition. Elbow joints aren't too bad. As you can see there, the gauntlets look good too. One main issue I do have with the figure, which I'm sure this is probably everybody's main issue, and I understand why they did this with the armor on both the hips and the shoulders. As you can see, you could swivel this. It doesn't just hinge. Usually they just hinge up and down, but it can swivel as well, but they pop off a lot, and pretty easily also. So that can get a bit irritating or frustrating while you're trying to pose around the figure and take pictures of Captain GINYU here. So that is something some people will probably be annoyed with. As you can see, the one on the hip does it too. That one seems to be in there pretty good, actually. I don't think this one pops off as much. It's this one that does. But they can pop off easily, so just be cautious of that. And then we do get his Captain GINYU Speedo there, which is just an all black plastic. The legs look pretty good too with the sculpt detail and the muscle definition. Knees look alright. You could tell it's more of a glossy plastic compared to the rest of the leg, which is more of a matte light purple there. And then the lower legs, the boots look pretty good too, the feet and everything. And the bottom, not much going on, just some weird discoloration, as you can see on the bottom of his feet right there. But overall, Tamashii Nations did a kick-ass job with the detail on Captain GINYU here. Yeah, I would have liked some shading on the skin tone, but even though there isn't, it's still an awesome looking figure. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, Captain GINYU is included with a pretty good amount of stuff. One accessory I do wish he really was included with is the frog he accidentally changes into. I don't know why they didn't include that with Captain GINYU. It would have been such a small accessory to give the figure. I doubt it would have cost too much money to do. And I know a lot of people were complaining that he wasn't included with an interchangeable Goku Captain GINYU face with the Scouter, but as we all know now, Jace will be included with that Captain GINYU Goku face sculpt, which is definitely pretty cool. But do wish he was included with the frog. I don't, who knows? Maybe we'll see it with Raccoon, or who knows? We might see it with the Berta and Galdo 2-pack. But they really do need to include that frog with one of these damn figures. So what we do get with Captain GINYU here, we do get 4 interchangeable faces. And starting all the way on the left there, we do get the smirking, smiling face, which is the one that does come on the figure out of the packaging, along with the Scouter on that head sculpt. And next to that one, we get an angry, yelling, screaming face sculpt. And then next to that one, we get another, like, yelling, screaming face sculpt, but his eyes are looking down that time, and I think that's when he does the change bodies with Goku move that he does. And then finally, all the way on the right, we get an angry, teeth-gritted face while he's looking off to the left. Now, if you notice, with that head sculpt, there's a left ear sculpted onto that head sculpt. Meanwhile, the 3 on the left do have the peg for the Scouter, so you could swap the Scouter with all 3 of these faces besides that one. And that one is supposed to be Goku after GINYU changes bodies with him, but you could use it for GINYU as well. He just won't have a Scouter, but they did do a fantastic job with all 4 faces. Very clean paintwork. Sculpt detail looks great, and the horns look dope. Also, they did a very nice job with the Captain GINYU head sculpts there, and they are very simple to swap out along with swapping the Scouter. I'll show you how to do that right now. And like I said, it's very simple swapping the head sculpts and the Scouter as well. Now, when you swap his head, he has a very similar joint or way they connect the head, like how they did with Jiren, which I do like that they do this. It makes it much more easier to swap the heads. As you can see, we have this piece over the ball peg there, so pull up to take the head off, take whichever new one you want, push down, make sure that's fully on. Then for the Scouter, you just unpeg it right off the left ear there, and then just peg it in to the new head sculpt there, and then there we go, as simple as that. So we do get the Scouter and interchangeable head sculpts, and then we also get an interchangeable upper torso armor piece. And then we do get the 4-star Namekian Dragon Ball. So for the Dragon Ball here, this thing looks great. It's pretty much the same thing as the regular Dragon Balls we've been getting, but this one, of course, is the larger Namekian one. You can see they painted the 4 stars on there, and it is an orange translucent plastic. But it did turn out really nice, as you can see there. And we will get all 7 of those with the GINYU Force. Then we'll get one with Gohan, and we get one with... well, we will get one with somebody else, maybe the first form, Frieza. So we do get that, and then we do get the interchangeable armor for the upper torso for when he stabs himself in the chest there. I know Tamashii Nations doesn't include blood on there, so if you would like to do that, you're going to have to ask somebody to customize it, because he was all bloody after he did that, and I think he had purple blood. I can't remember, though. But it looks fine, man. We get the GINYU Force symbol, and then where he stabbed himself has some very nice... I like the way they did the battle damage to that, and there's a few cracks in it as well. And then we do get some nice sculpt detail on the piece that's opened there. And this is very easy to swap out. You just got to pull the original one off and then peg this one on, and I'll show you how to do that right now quickly. And the way you get the armor on the upper torso off is pretty simple. You got to kind of like dig your fingernails under it to get it off. Whoops, the head popped off there. Kind of find it easier doing that, popping off one side, and then it, as you can see, there's 4 pegs that peg right into it. So you just do that, take the damaged one here, and then just peg that one in, and then there you go. As simple as that to do it, and it looks pretty good once you have it on the figure there. It looks like he just changed bodies with Goku, and Goku now has a hole in the right side of his chest. So we do get the Dragon Ball and the interchangeable armor piece, and then we finally get 10 alternate hands. And starting on the top right here, we do get a pair of fists, of course, which do come on the figure out of the packaging. Then we do get a pair of nose picking hands or pointing finger hands, which is also hands that he uses to do his goofy poses. Then we do get some karate chippity chop chop type hands. We do get some open palm blast hands. Then we do get some other open hands where the fingers are slightly clenched. Not too much though, and they do have some very nice sculpt detail throughout all 10 of them. You can see his black fingernails are painted on there. Very clean as well, and all his hands are extremely simple to swap out. And like I always say, that is a good thing, because you don't want to risk breaking a wrist joint on your Captain GINYU figure, or Captain Namekian Frog figure. Wish we got that damn Namekian Frog. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with Captain GINYU. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Captain GINYU to the very top of his head, it looks like he's just shy of 7 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the ESH Figuarts Sane Raised on Earth Son Goku, the 2.0 Kaioken Goku, the 2.0 Vegeta, and the Resurrection F Final Form Frieza. And I think Captain GINYU scales really well with these other Figuarts Dragon Ball figures. And then here he is compared to a bunch of the other SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures. Hey, Figure-Eyes Bardock, what are you doing in here? You're not an SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figure. Well, you will be very, very soon. I dreamt and dreamt that one day we would get an SH Figuarts Bardock figure. And finally, our prayers have been answered. We will get one January of 2021. Thank the gods. Thank the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figure gods. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectibles Sector, the Marvel Legends Retro Series Deadpool, the Mafex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the ESH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, and Captain GINYU has some really nice movement here. So we do have 2 joints at the neck. The upper neck joint looks up and down really well. So he looks up about that much with the upper neck, down about that much. You do see a little bit of a gap, which isn't too bad though. You're not going to have him really posed like that, you know what I mean? And then you do get pretty good pivot up there. Then it does swivel as well. The lower neck goes down really well, so you can get Captain GINYU to pretty much look directly down. And then with the upper neck, you're going to see gappage there, but you can get him to look up about that much, which is pretty good. Whoops. And then you get very nice pivot at the lower neck there, and then it does swivel as well. That joint is a little tighter compared to the upper neck, so you got to use a tad bit of force, not too much, but a tad bit to get it to move around. And then we do get a joint at the torso and at the waist, and the torso joint, I believe it shifts up. Yeah, it shifts up a tiny bit, and the reason why, usually they do that anyway, but you'll be able to put him in that one pose where he's looking between his legs like an idiot. So you can put him in that one pose there, but that joint does have some very nice forward and back movement, as you can see right there. Be careful. See, there goes that. This piece on the upper torso can get caught on the bottom one, so make sure you tuck the bottom one under there. And there goes his damn head popping off the joint there. Then the pivot is pretty damn good too, actually. Really nice torso movement with Captain GINYU, but the swivel is way too tight, man, so that's not that good. And then the waist here goes forward and back pretty good, actually. So with both joints, Captain GINYU goes forward that much, and then both joints goes back about that much. There is a gap there, but since he has black armor, it kind of blends in with the armor there. Just a tiny bit of pivot, and then, whoa, tight swivel again, man. I don't know why the swivel is so damn tight at the torso and the damn waist, man. Jeez Louise. And then the armor flaps on the hips, they do hinge up and down, and they can swivel as well. And the reason why they made these swivel is so when you put him in his weird, funky, stupid GINYU force poses, say like you have his leg out, you can swivel it a little bit too, you know, to get it out the way or something like that. Or when you have the arm, damn you! Or when you have the arm up like that and you're doing something like that, you can swivel it a little bit. You see what I mean? So I do understand why they added the swivel in there, but it does get frustrating when it does pop off when you're trying to articulate the figure. Now for the shoulders here, these are also on a hinge and they can swivel as well. And then the arms, we do have a butterfly joint, which isn't too bad actually. You can almost get his, well, you can get his arms to crisscross actually. So the butterfly joint is really good on Captain GINYU here. And then you do get a little bit of a circular motion there, which is definitely dope. The arms do go out to the sides a tad bit more than 90 degrees, so that's definitely cool. They do go up and down. We do have the true bicep swivel, and we do have double jointed elbows that bend in all the way. So far, excellent movement with Captain GINYU here. Then we do just have a ball peg on the wrist, like their Iron Man figures. So it does move all around, pivot, up and down, and then swivel as well. And then for the legs here, Captain GINYU kicks forward a little more than 90 degrees, so that's definitely good. Goes to the back a tiny bit. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it here. And he almost can. Excellent articulation with Captain GINYU. Then you get a great upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees that bend back a little more than 90 degrees. Joint is kind of getting a little bit loose there on the knee. And then the ankles do swivel. Hinge up pretty good. Hinge down decently. It's on a barbell type joint, so you can shift the foot forward and back and side to side. I like when they do that. And then you do get a pretty good ankle pivot with Captain GINYU, and then a very nice toe hinge. So overall, the articulation is fantastic on Captain GINYU here. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is, and you're going to be able to get him in some really good, stupid Captain GINYU Force type poses. I'm about to show you some of those silly poses right about now, along with some pretty cool ones. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Captain GINYU. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure with detail, I'd give it an 8.5. Articulation, I'd give it a 10. Accessories, I'd give it an even 8. And then the overall quality, I would also give an even 8. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did have mine imported from Japan from Ami, but Agelessgeeks should be getting this in stock very soon, so you can go over to their website at agelessgeeks.com, and when you check out, use code name Daredevil, and you will get yourself a bit of a discount if you can't find something on their website. I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, like I shouldn't like it. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. So we do the one right there on the front of the box. Then we do get the Tamashii Nation's quality sticker. On the right side, we do get a nice image of the figure. We do the SH Figuarts Saparabo Achawa. Hey, get back here. 4-star Namekian Dragon Ball.